All right, so we're back with the truck, and this is some of what we got. No trailer this time. It was a light load. We'll go over the invoice here so you can take a look at it, and then we'll get this unloaded and get looking through some of the stuff, looking at the pricing and checking it out, seeing if we came out good or not, and then we'll do an update in a week or so. If we get rid of that, we have the Fill-Rite. So I have a general idea of the cost of this because it was looked up before.
Oh, here he goes again. I think he looks up.
So you get a larger range. Well, that's what you do when you're trying to make some money.
Everything he looks up first, and then he asks me to figure it out.
So in this case, the Fill-Rite, it's a pumping that you would hook up to a tank, a transfer tank. It'll show you how many gallons of fuel that was taken out, oil.
Like 24 gallons?
Yeah, this one was used. We didn't know that. We thought it was new. Should have done a little bit more on it. So I've already looked this up. I don't remember the exact price because we look up a lot of things. But with this one, it's the FR701V.
What did you pay for that?
We paid $300 plus 12%.
$470.
You think I would have paid $300 for something that was $470?
Yes, I do. Or I wouldn't say
I
that.
mess up a lot, but I wouldn't have paid it for that.
Oh, you did look
So our general rule of thumb, if it's something that we would use and like to keep, we might pay a little bit more.
You did look it up. I forgot about that one.
Yeah.
$650.
$833 on Amazon. That is what you meant. And then it ranges up to $980.
That's new, though. This one's got 24 gallons.
That one does.
So it's $650.
And if you do the math, 24 gallons down from
$650
said number,
comes exactly.
then it makes sense.
Yes.
All right. The Novilla mattress there, we ended up buying that, as well as, where'd it go?
I
think it's behind it. They called it an engraving table. We'll come back to that. It was opened. It's in pieces. Yeah, we'll touch back on that. But we paid $130, and we know we'll get at least $150 for the mattress. So it's free money. After fees, will be about $150 and a little bit less. So whatever that engraving table, we'll talk a little bit more about that after we dig into it. We're not going to do that now.
How about the Nordic... Nordic Air mattress.
So we have, grab it and bring it over by the camera because I'm going to look it up so we don't have long pauses here.
How am I going to get in here? Who put it over here?
Air mat.
This is not white.
Nordic.
I got it.
I forgot how heavy it was.
That's all right. I got it.
Make it as awkward as possible.
Oh, no problem. I got it.
Man.
Hey, no worries. Where do you want me to put this thing?
So,
about on top of this?
Yeah, put it on top of there. So we did look this up. We talked about it at the auction, but Greg's perfect memory. All right, nice and upside down. Appreciate it.
Well, yeah, it's just kind of...
That's
the way it was open.
His memory won't be there. We paid $35 plus 12%. This was hidden. It was hard for people to see. It looked like something kind of cool. I was kind of hoping it was a floating inflatable dock, which we've had before. How much?
We talked about this?
Yeah, we looked it up at the auction.
I wasn't there.
We're not going to do that anymore because we didn't think about this whole thing. But the Air Mat Nordic comes with a carbon electric pump for some reason.
What did you pay for it?
$35 plus 12%. So I already know the cost, so I can't jump in on this.
$390.
That's pretty good. So I believe it was $335 or $350. $350. The sizes make a difference. 350 is the low side, 600 is the high side. I believe we've got the low side. Yeah, no, you nailed it. But can we go over? Yeah, what'd you say? 350?
You talked about my memory before.
Yeah, I don't have good memory. We all know that.
So it's normally it was higher than that.
It's normally 600. It's on sale for 349. So if you said 350, but I think you said 380.
I think I said 380.
Yeah, you said 380. So you were over at 350. Would have been over and lost. So no big deal. And that's for a 10-foot. So we'll look that up. Goodbye. It's all packaged in there. It looks like it's never been opened. That would be something that you would not be able to get back in there. We didn't have a lot of buys. What else do we have? We got the Guardian.
What is this?
We ended up picking up, there was a Nomadic camera backpack. It retails for $400. And Greg decided to miss that. The one thing I told him to buy, we don't need to look at that stuff.
There's something right here. What is it?
That's the Christmas tree.
Oh.
Do we need to do the Christmas tree?
No, you don't have to do the Christmas tree.
The 7.5 foot pre-lit tree clear. We paid $10 for it. We've got 2 more Christmas trees over there, large ones. Not sure why I bought it. That was dumb.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas in June?
Yes.
June 10th?
Christmas
and then,
June.
Do we have anything else? The camera bag. Someone else had bought it. They said they paid $200 for it. They thought there was a camera. They searched through it. There was no camera. I ended up buying it off him for $150. He took a $75 loss after fees. And we ended it up with it. And that'll probably be a keep. That will not be a part of the invoice that you guys see. So we have the engraving table to go over yet.
We got a meat grinder.
We've got our scooter, which we have tested out. And the scooter sticks a little bit, and we'll have to play around with it. That'll take a little bit of time, make sure everything's good there.
Yeah, that's perfect.
You paid $200 for it, so after fees about $225. We should be able to get at least $350 for it. And a lot of things have sold since the last video, which would be all the pools minus the 24-foot pool. All the other pools sold, not with a big profit, more of a get rid of them. Those were a mistake. We had a brake rotor and a,
strut.
Strut. And a strut that came with the safe. We call those just wasted stuff and not worth anything. And we ended up spending a little over $1,400 after fees. I feel like we're missing... Oh, the meat grinder.
That's what I said.
Greg got himself a meat grinder. It was used, beat up, but it was only $30, a real high commercial one. And we like to buy stuff for ourselves a lot. So we'll back that out of the total in terms of profit. Other than that, we'll see what things sell for and see where we end up. And so a quick preview, next day. We've got the scooter fully out of the box here. We haven't been able to test it fully. It does work. It's a little bit mislined on the steering, so when you're straight, it's not quite there. Should be an easy fix there. And then the throttle sticks. Could be from foam up in there. We'll play with that, but it does move, it does work. So that's good news on that item. The mattress, that's going out today actually for $180. We bought the mattress. And the CNC machine. The CNC machine retails for $900. There's a customer note in there stating it just didn't work for his needs, but we'll see if everything's here and go from there. That'll take us a little bit of time, but it looks good. There was the box it was in, pretty rough looking there. Got an interested party on this guy. Listed it for $550. Someone's talking about giving $500. We'll see if it goes. Paid $300 plus 12%, so $336 is what we have into that guy. Again, a small auction this time. We really didn't get too far. Haven't opened that guy. Haven't gotten into that yet. The medical chair and the easy bed back here. It's a bit messy in here. Easy bed, I haven't checked to make sure it was new, but I believe it is. This deluxe bariatrics chair seems to not be open before. The two mowers, we did pop a battery into it. We do have 40 volt Ryobi batteries, and this guy here worked. That guy didn't seem to want to run the blades. It would self-propel and move. So we've got to do a little bit more testing into that. I believe we've got 65 into each of those. No one wants to buy our giant pool. And then the safe. The safe we've got to check yet to make sure that the keys and such are in there and we can actually get into it. It was never opened, and that's not a good sign. So gotta see if there's a key hidden up in here. We paid a little too much for that. We paid $100. Typically we stay around $60 on safes. This is a little bigger one. I just like the fact that the name of it's Tiger King. We had one before. It's a lighter safe. It's not a super expensive safe. I think those retail for about $330, $360. So should do okay on that. Probably won't get too much out of it. Everything fell over. The Nordic Air Mat. It's a 16 foot, so I did a little more research into that. The 16 foot actually in yellow, which is what this one is on Amazon for $550. So I don't think it'll be an easy sell. Not too many comps on eBay. So we'll see how that goes. The sound bar, we ended up taking a loss on. It's empty. Guy came, got it, wouldn't fit in his car. Paid too much for it. It was a bad buy. I knew it right away. I thought it was a more expensive unit. That was my mistake. Part of the game, though, we ended up taking about a $80, almost $90 loss on that one. But just get it out of here. It's been here for months. And just a recap on everything else, we have one part to a bed cover here. As we sell stuff, we'll kind of tell you about it in the next video, but this bed cover, it's for like a $1,200 bed cover for a specific truck, and it's missing the rails. We sold one AC the other day for $150. Those we usually have 35 to 50 into. These ones have been here since before the winter. The Tissot should sell for about $125. We've got our portable washing machine down there. Paid $100 for it. It was strapped. Not a lot of interest. Takes a while to sell. We've got a metal storage cabinet guy. I can't give that thing away pretty much. It's nice too. I actually like it quite a lot and whatnot. We have fell over our Ansel safe. The keys and everything were in it, so we had to cut the bottom open. It's like a drop box, cheapo, $80, $90 guy. We have the Templeton safe. We got interrupted there. Someone came and actually bought the mattress, so that is gone. That's our first item from this auction gone. It's not hard to make the money back. Now the prices have gone up, and it's harder to get good deals. There's a specific buyer there that buys a ton. This Templeton safe, though, like a drop box safe, it's a harder sell. It's something I probably should put on eBay. Everything's there. It was brand new. Just heavy, expensive shipping. So something that might sit there for a little bit. We have two Christmas trees right there in the back. The one on the right here is a $500 guy at Home Depot. Obviously, it's the off season. So something like that I'll put up our off season for about $150. Put that up the other day. We've had it for a while, and then there's an expensive $1,200 tree back here. It is a 12-footer. Here we have a water system. The box here was wet, So I don't really like selling things too much when I can't test it, and it's going to take them a while to hook it up. Appears to be in good condition. It was a return though. If that doesn't sell, it'll just go in. We're building a house and a large barn. Hot water heater tankless. Those haven't been posted yet. We have a little mystery box, which is some kind of RV cover that we have no idea the size. Don't like that. We have a rear grating blade back there. Those are our pads for our patio furniture. We've got 3 of these stoves, pellet stoves. They retail for about $2,400. First one we got cheap at $400, and then the other 2 we paid more for, so we averaged out about $700 a piece for those. Another tankless hot water heater. That's an outdoor one. We're in Ohio, so kind of hard to sell. But that one there, then we have the solid steps above it. It's for an RV. Those we paid about $65 for, and hopefully get around $200 for those. But a lot of people are saying that that's a 30-inch set. A lot of people are saying they need the 24-inch set, so that's interesting. These giant doors are actually going into the new house. About a $1,000 set. We paid $25 for a pallet of stuff, and those were on it, as well as this mirror. It's about an $800 mirror. Might end up keeping that as well. We have another package Dropbox thing. It's dirty from the auction. Everything's coated in dust. That particular one, I think it retails in the $400 to $500 range, or no, $700 to $800 range. Hard sell, stuff like that. Picked it up for $25, so why not? Easy Bed retails for $400. That was from the last auction. In the video you'll see I got it for $120, but they charged me $130. Didn't notice it until I was editing the video. Here we have 2 of these actually. They're Rimco dehumidifiers. They retail for $900 on Amazon. We have one new one clearly used but working and tested one. Those I think we have listed for like $450. The used one I don't have listed yet. Bone saw, meat saw. Like for like frozen meat or whatnot, cut through the bone. That I paid too much for again. A lot of these items that that are here, I've just paid too much. I paid $375 for it. Hopefully get around $450 and pretty much break even. This guy here, it's a waste. It's box 1 of 3. Box 1 of 2, it's a Shop Fox belt sander. It's the motor part. I'm waiting for the second part to come up. Some light, that's probably an eBay item. Heater, a direct vent wall heater. Paid $35 for it. Retails for about $1,600, something like that. I think I'm gonna end up keeping for the new barn. Otherwise, it'd be a great eBay item, even with a bigger box. Be $100, $150 in shipping. That box there, it's a under the couch treadmill that folds out and is battery operated. The plug has an issue, so I'll mess with that at another time. But that's kind of where we're sitting. On that side over here, we have this water fountain set up. I opened it for someone, and now it's impossible to get back in, but it was brand new. But it's a dual, and then it's got the water fountain filler, which I had to buy separate at auction. My brother's actually at the auction, bought some other stuff, didn't want to take this with him, so we took it. And then I spent another $30 on the water filler part, so haven't gotten around to that yet. We have an AC unit, again another dehumidifier like the one over there. Some cool step ladder things, staircase / going up the attic. You can put it on the wall too. Can't find it online to get a price on it to sell it. We have moving blankets. We had some more. We sold some. We have a bicycle. It's a little more expensive. It's an Audrey. And that's kind of where we're sitting right now. As we sell stuff, we'll kind of do another video recap maybe once a week. And I apologize for the first videos. The audio was not the greatest. We do have microphones and all that good stuff. Another thing I forgot here is we had this JCon. It's a folding electric bike. Now I knew this was busted here, but I think it's just the outer panel. Doesn't look like the LCD behind it's busted. It was in the box, and unfortunately the key wasn't with it, and you cannot get a replacement key. It goes up under here, and the bike is pretty new looking, if not new. The back has stubbies on it. The front looks pretty good. It doesn't really look worn. Missing a cap here, little things, nothing too bad, but until we can get a key, I'm going to try to find another one at auction with 2 keys and get those. So we can maybe get this guy going, but we got 400 plus into this. This is not the key for it. That's from a scooter I tried using. We got 2 fireplaces, a Modern Flames, and a Dimplex XLF74 that retails for a little over $3,000. This one retails for $2,900. Paid $50 for that. Paid $100 for that. Harder sales. We've had Dimplex before in the lower dollar amount, the 500-600 sales, and we were able to sell that no problem. But that's kind of one of those 2 items. This auction's already in the positive, so that's going to be pure profit. And then that one's going in the new house. That was the purchase for that. And then we got this ladder. At the last auction, paid $40 for it. It only retails for $80. It was more of a keep item.